To start the main Easter egg for Kowloon, you must first turn on the power. In this map, there are 6 power switches around the map that you must enable in order to turn on the power properly. Power switch 1 can be found in the sewing room right as you land in from the spawn area. Power switch 2 is found in the meteor room just next to it. Power switch 3 is found just up the stairs from the Milano wall by. Power switch 4 is behind a set of doors on the first rooftop area. Power switch 5 can be found in a darkened corner towards the other side of the map from the first rooftop area. And at last, the final 6th power switch can be found underneath the speed cola area. Next, what you want to do is make your way upwards through the building near where you find the mystery box, and you should eventually come to a juggernaut room. In this room, in the far corner, you should find a can of 115. Also, whilst you're on the rooftop, you want to ascend 1 level higher till you see the zipline area. This is found just near to PhD. Take the left zipline down and look down to find the key card, which you can pick up as you drop into the meteor room. Once you've got the key card, head back up to the PhD floor and you should find a locker in a room that you can open with the key card. Inside will be an orb that you can pick up. Either before or just after acquiring the orb, what you'll also want to do is place the can of 115 by the meteor in the meteor. You'll then need to pass at least 2 rounds in order to be able to pick it back up. For the next step, you'll need to build the lightning rod. And also to acquire the parts for the lightning rod, you'll need to build the trample steam. So let's start there. The first part of the trample steam can be found in the sewing room where you found the first power switch. The second part is found leaning against the wall in the meteor room. The third part can be found on the railings just opposite to Deadshot. And the fourth and final part can be found just to the side of the slope leading up to Speed Cola. You can then craft the trample steam in the juggernaut room. Now with the trample steam out of the way, we can begin to build the lightning rod. The locations for all of these parts require you to use the trample steam in order to get there. The first part can be found on a platform near where you find the first mystery box. The second part is on a table on a broken platform in the meteor room. And the third and final part is within a room coated with flames opposite the Speed Cola area. With all 3 parts for the lightning rod obtained and the orb picked up from the locker from earlier, you can then head to the highest rooftop where you see the zip lines and build the lightning rod there. Immediately after, what you want to do is put the orb in the side compartment and wait for a lightning strike to occur. Once the strike has happened, you can then pick up the orb, which will be electrified. You must then take the orb to the first generator that you need to power up, which is located next to Juggernaut. Initiating this will start a lockdown which you must survive. Rinse and repeat this process by then taking the orb from the generator, taking it back to the rooftop, waiting for the lightning strike to happen again, taking the new charged one to the next location. The second generator that you'll need to charge is found in the first outdoor area that we encountered, which is also where you find the box location. Charge the orb up again, take it back to the roof, take the charged orb back down to the third and final generator location, which is found right next to Speed Cola. After surviving the third and final lockdown, you can pick up the orb once again, take it back to the roof once again, place it down and wait for the final lightning strike to occur. Once this has happened, you'll see that it now says it is supercharged. Pick it back up, and for the next step, you'll need to complete the 3 challenges found around the map. The first challenge can be initiated from the meteor room and it requires you to fill up 3 lanterns. One of these lanterns is found just underneath where you find the first mystery box. The second can be found on the opposite end of the PhD area, and the third and final lantern can be found in the spawn area. To get back to the spawn area, all you have to do is take the right hand side zip line from the same rooftop where you built the lightning rod. Keep killing next to these lanterns and eventually they will fade out. Once the lantern fades out, you know that you've completed that one and you can move on to the next. Once you've filled the third one, you'll hear a noise and you'll have completed this step. The second challenge requires you to turn on all 6 generators, and by generators it just means the power switches which we've already activated. So if you followed the guide so far, this should be an instant claim. The location to initiate this challenge is found just to the left of where we had to jump to in order to get the first part for the lightning rod. The third and final challenge requires you to get 50 kills with a pack-a-punch weapon, which as you can imagine is pretty self-explanatory. The pack-a-punch machine is located in the spawn area, and the location to initiate this challenge is found just opposite Speed Cola. Once you've completed all 3 challenges, a new area will open on the PhD roof, and you can then place the orb on a plinth located just to the left of the entrance. For the next step, you'll need to build and upgrade the Sliquifier. The first part for the Sliquifier can be found literally as you spawn into the game for the first time in the starting room. The second part for the Sliquifier can be found in a room just tucked behind the staircase leading up to the Milano wall by. The third part can be found on a table in the same room where you see the multicolored test chambers. And the fourth and final part can be found on a bench next to Juggernaut. With all of these parts obtained, you can then build the Sliquifier on the rooftop next to PhD. Now to upgrade the Sliquifier, you'll need to head back up to the rooftop where we open that secret area where we place the orb, and on a shrine-like table you'll see a series of lanterns which you can pick up. Just to warn you guys, picking up a lantern does replace a weapon slot, so do be careful. Once you've obtained a lantern, you'll then need to open up a series of secret rooms and collect Nova test samples. These rooms are shown by the chalk marking of a lantern drawing shown on the door. The first one is located just to the right of Electric Cherry near the mystery box location. The second is located just down from the Milano staircase, and the third can be found just outside down from Speed speed cola. Use your shooting button to disintegrate the entrance, head inside and pick up the Nova sample, which should be attached to a barrel. Once you've obtained all 3 Nova samples and you picked up the filled 115 can from way earlier in the Easter egg, you can then head into the room with the multicolored test chambers and interact with them. You'll then need to wait 2 rounds and then you can collect the new sample. Once you pick up the sample, head into the indoor section just near the M16 wall buy, and there should be a structure that you can place the sample into along with your Sliquifier. You'll then need to pass another round, and then from that point you can pick up your upgraded Sliquifier. All you'll want to do is use your new upgraded Sliquifier to shoot the orb that we placed on the plinth in the new area. From this point, it's just a case of following the orb and shooting it if it gets stuck, kind of like the Moon Easter egg. After shooting it from atop the telephone pole in the PhD area, you'll see it travel towards the spawn. You'll want to get locked and loaded and then head to the spawn area and interact when you're in the square. It will tell you that it's the final step and that there's no going back. Do bear in mind that this is during the recorded version of this map, and the creator has said that he does intend to implement a boss fight. But as of the build right now, this is the final state. All you need to do is stay within range of the dragon that's located atop the rooftop near to where you're standing and continuously fill it with souls by killing zombies. Just keep surviving, keep filling up souls, and eventually it will be done. Your screen will flash white and you'll be rewarded with a permanent perkaholic and you'll have completed Kowloon. Now before I wrap up there, I may as well turn this into a full breakdown, so I'm going to quickly run by how to build the shield. The first shield part can be found laying on a couch in the smoky red room. The second shield part can be found in a darkened corner of the tunnel leading towards the Speed Cola outdoor zone. And the third shield part can be found in another darkened corner just in the tunnel behind where you find the mystery box. You can then build the shield at the table just next to Deadshot. Finally, I want to share 2 methods to get free perks in this map. After gearing up and being on around round 10, you'll hear a series of telephones around the map that you can answer. One is located in the spawn area, the second is located in the sewing room near Quick Revive, and the third is found right next to Stamina Up in between the Krig wall buy. Interacting and answering these phones after they've been rang will give you a free perk. The next side Easter egg for a free perk requires you to have the Sliquifier. Just to note, it doesn't have to be the upgraded one. All you need to do is shoot 3 gongs located outside of the map. One is right behind where you initially spawn in the starting room, another can be seen way out onto another rooftop from the PhD area, and the third can be found on the right hand side corner as you're looking down at Speed Cola from the high rooftop. Shooting the third gong will give you another free perk. But that, lads, ladies and gentlemen, is the full breakdown of Kowloon by Logical Edit. This map is truly awesome. As always, I'll have a link in the description if you want to check it out. But I do hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.